everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Okay, today's topic is he ready for a commitment? Is he really ready for a commitment? All right, ladies, before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. And welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I appreciate you so very much. And those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions. And I will either answer them on the air or I will answer them privately through the email. And you will have a choice in that. Okay? Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. So just go to the description all the way to the bottom. You see a link that says online store. Just click on that link and there you have it. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into this message today. Is he really ready for a commitment? Okay. All right. First, ladies, we need to know what we want in a commitment. What is it that we are really looking for in a committed relationship? Okay. Number one, you want monogamy. Okay. All right. If he's monogamous, that's a sign that he's committed to you. Okay. You want him to provide for you. Okay. If he's committed, then that's what he'll do. You want him to protect you. If he's committed, that's what he'll do. And you want him to profess his love for you. If he's committed, you'll have that too. Okay? Now, what about men who can't quite live up to that? What it mean? It means they're not committed, ladies. That's exact it. They're not committed. There's no other way to look around it or to look at it. If your man is not doing these things for you, he is not committed to you. He's with you. You understand? Being with you and, having sex with you does not mean that he is committed to you. And ladies, we need to understand that. You see, I always tell you, you give your sex away too freely. It doesn't mean that man is committed just because he wants to have sex with you. It just means that he wants to have sex. That's all that it means. And that's why it's so important, ladies, for you to protect yourself. You understand? Protect yourself. And then maybe one day the right man will come along that protects you. But until that comes along, you need to protect yourself. Not allowing anybody to come and take advantage of you in any way, shape, or fashion. Okay? All right? Now, many of them are not going to just come out and tell you that they're not going to commit to you. They're not going to verbally tell you, but they're going to show you. It's all in the show and tell, ladies. You can't go by what a man says. Just like a man to tell you that he loves you. And what he's saying is, it may be something about you that he loves. Maybe he just loves having sex with you. You see? When a man says that he loves us, what we're thinking is that he loves all of us and that he's going to do all these things for us. He's going to be there for us. And many times that's not what he means. He may just love you for the moment. That's how a lot of one night stands happen. He loves you for the moment. Ladies, you need to be smart about this. Being smart can save you from a lot of heartbreak. A lot of heartbreak where you are thinking that you have a relationship when you actually have nothing. Nothing. You see? And the way to gauge that is if the man is doing those 3 P's. Number 1, provide, profess, and protect. If he's not doing that, you already know he's not committed. There shouldn't be any other question. He's not committed if he's not doing that for you. You see? If he is just coming over, taking advantage of you, you are the one that is allowing that. Okay? And you can cut it off whenever you want to. But many of us don't cut it off because of our own insecurity. We are afraid of being alone. We are afraid of trying to make a life for ourselves because we've been groomed to believe that we need a man to do that. Ladies, I want you to wake up. Wake up. You don't need a man for that. No. No. In fact, you don't need a man at all. And I want you to get to that point to where you really don't need him. You may want him, but you still got your power if you just want him and you don't need him. Okay? There's a difference in that. Because when you need him, you'll take him without a commitment. You'll take him. You'll take him any way he comes. You'll take him without any kind of commitment because you feel like you need a man. You understand? It's the way that you think about it. It's what you believe about it. If you believe that you can make a life for yourself on your own, you can do that. You can do that. But on the other hand, if you believe, like I heard somebody say, it takes 2. If you believe that, then you'll never be able to make it on your own. Because your mind is telling you it takes 2. So you'll spend most of your time finding that other half to make it 2 before you feel like you can live a happy life. It's the way you think, ladies. It's the way that you think. Because whatever you think is what you're going to do. That's the way you're going to go about your business. What's in your mind. You see? I want you ladies to understand your power. And if he's not ready to commit, pass him by. You don't have to choose him. Ladies, we want to be in the position where we choose. We want to be it. We want to be able to choose who is best for us, not to be chosen. You see, this is how men set this up. The men go out, and they choose the bride. And so that makes women feel like you got to make yourself up and beautiful and all this so that you can be chosen by a man. Ladies, it does not have to be that way. It does not have to be that way. You have power. You can make the choice. You understand? You don't have to sit there on a lily pad waiting for some man to come by there and pick you up. No. And see, we've learned that because, it's in the storybooks. We see it in the movie. We hear about it on the music. You understand? Ladies, you have more power than that. Okay? Now, I did get some letters in, so we're going to dive into the letter. And then we're going to talk some more about this. Is he really ready for a commitment? Okay? All right, here we go. Here's a young lady saying she has an immature boyfriend. I've been with my current boyfriend for a total of 6 years now. I'm 30 and he's 36. In the first year of us dating, after a few months, I asked him where were things going and that would he like to be in a relationship or not. He agreed and said yes. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. So, in the first year of your dating, you asked him if he wanted to be in a relationship or not. Did you spell out what this relationship meant, since you're the one who made the proposition? Did you spell out what the standards were in this relationship or anything, or you just said, do you want to be in a relationship or not? Okay. And he said yes. Fast forward, I ended up getting pregnant, and I found out at 6 months pregnant that he cheated on me, not only emotionally, but physically, with some woman who lived an hour away. What did you expect? You're the one that made the proposition to the man. You never gave him an opportunity to ask you to be in a relationship. You jumped and did it. And now you're surprised that he's cheated on you? He never committed to you. He never committed. You never gave him a chance. You wanted them to commit. You can't see, with men, you can't push them. They should say these words. Listen, I want us to be together, me and you, monogamy between us and nobody else. If he doesn't say that, then he doesn't mean that. You see, you jumped the gun to try to build a relationship, and he wasn't ready. So he went out and did his thing. I don't even know why I stayed in the first place. I should have let him be her problem. Anyway, throughout the course of the relationship, I kept catching him emotionally cheating on me because he was not ready for a commitment. You tried to push it. You see, this same thing happens when a woman tries to push a marriage. The same thing happens. The man, he may say okay because he doesn't want to lose out or lose you, but his heart isn't in it. Because it wasn't his thought to do it. It was you wanting to do it. So you have to get whatever comes with it. You understand? No, he never committed to you. That's why he's cheating on you. All right. Just last summer, he kept accusing me of cheating, and the whole time he was. People do that, They accuse you of stuff that they're doing. Try to reflect or deflect or whatever it is. When I looked through his phone at that time and confronted him, he just acted nonchalant about it and told me I was overreacting and that he never slept with her. Well, he's not going to tell you if he slept with her. And just because he never slept with her doesn't mean that he's not going to sleep with her. Maybe she just hasn't opened up yet. You understand? But his motive is to sleep with her. Don't be fooled by that. Then he proceeded to claim she was a friend. But anyone knows that that is bull crap. Now here we are 6 years later. Wow. And when I have serious conversations about where our relationship is going, and I mention marriage, all he says is, why do you have to keep reminding me? This man, there's no reason that this man needs to commit or feels like he needs to commit to you. Number one, he's getting everything that he desires from you. What's the rush? For him to have the responsibility of you. There's a difference. You understand? There's a big difference in it. Okay? So no, he's not rushing to marriage, and he's not rushing to commitment either. Even in your relationship, he's not committed. And even in your relationship, he's not committed. So why are you even thinking about marrying a man that is cheating on you? Why? I don't get it. Why would you do that? Okay. Also, that if I don't change my image of him, then he won't marry me, I guess, at all. His mom told him for months that we shouldn't be shacking up, and she is right. Around Thanksgiving, he left our 4-year-old son's coat at his aunt's house. Okay, I don't think you told me before that was, oh, that's right, you did get pregnant. Oh, okay. So I told him to go back and get it. Then the next day, he mentioned to me that his aunt and him had a serious conversation, and she mentioned that he's wasting my time. Do you know why she said that? Because the aunt realizes that he's not serious about you. So that's why, she said, why you keep wasting that girl's time? Let her go. You understand? But you're not understanding this because you think you got something. Then he says she told him some things that he needed to hear. But his excuse to all was that his teeth are missing due to a gum disease, and all I could think was, after him hearing all that, why was that an excuse? Because, listen, he knows that his aunt was telling him the truth about this. He knows that. But he's getting something from you that he can use. So that's why he's not, just leaving you. Not yet. Okay. I often notice when it involves holding him accountable for something, he has a ton of excuses for everything. He also has a bad anger problem and calls me the B word and fat and a whole list of other things when he's mad. Wow. And this is the man that you want to marry? Why? Do you feel like you can't do better than this? Is this why you are holding on to this? You need to love yourself. That's what I say. You need to love yourself. Okay. He excuses his own behavior, but when I express my feelings to him or something I don't like that he does, he turns it into an argument. He plays victim so much and makes everything about him when we have conversations. And he blames everything on me. For example, I told him one day that I want him to spend more time with me and take me out on dates. And his response was, "Do you spend time with me? And do you ever take me anywhere?" What kind of man is this? What kind of man are you spending your time with and have had a baby with? Your baby daddy. This is nothing for him to tell you that. Our conversation never goes anywhere. He also is always on his phone and gets mad when I spend time with my friends. But he never plans anything with me. He never talks about the future, but asks me one day, do I want to buy a house together next year? Okay, now you didn't say much about your financial situation, but for him to pop up and say, let's buy a house together, okay, I'm going to tell you why he's saying this. Because he can't afford to get it on his own. He can't. I don't know if it's his credit or maybe he's not making enough money, but he's not saying this because he loves you. It's all about him. You know, this house, you get in this house and you will have nothing to say in the house. He'll take it over. You understand? Because he's already controlling you. You've already had his baby. He's not marrying you. He's not providing for you, for your happiness or anything. Why are you still with this man? Is my question. I immediately said no, because you're not my husband. Now he's currently giving me the silent treatment. Because I told him the other day that he's verbally abusive and that he invalidates my feelings and only cares about his own. That's right. Then the next day, he ran to Facebook posting a status talking about it's easier to bash the black man instead of understanding him. You know, this is nonsense right here. You know, you're both in your 30s, but you're acting like you're like 12. Running back and forth to Facebook to see what he's posting. Who cares what he's posting on Facebook? He's not taking care of business from what I see. I asked him why did he do that, and he lied and said that status had nothing to do with what we talked about. I need your advice. I'm at my breaking point. Okay. My advice is to leave this situation. That's my advice for you. Now, I know that you're going to find it that's a little harsh, and I'm going to tell you why. This man does not care for you. Okay? You have been the one chasing this man from the beginning. You're the one that set up the relationship. You're the one that's trying to keep the relationship going. You understand? From what I see, he is just taking advantage of you. Maybe you're together in the same apartment because maybe you're splitting part of the bills or whatever. You didn't say that he was taking care of you. So I assume that that you're kind of taking turns together paying whatever is going on there. But he's cheating. He's not committed. That shows you right there he's not committed. And a man like this probably will never be totally committed to you. And I'll tell you why. You gave your power away in the very, very beginning. When you started chasing after him, he knew he had you. You understand? When you jump up and say, oh, we're going to be in a relationship or whatever, he knew he had you right there. Next thing you know, now you pregnant. Now, ladies, I believe if ladies have a baby, it's because you wanted to have a baby. Ain't nobody pushed that baby on you. You wanted to have a baby. And a lot of us do this because we think that's going to trap the man, make him settle down. He has a baby. It never works. It has never worked, ladies. Stop doing that. Stop having babies and you think that that's going to make the man settle down. It's never worked and it never will. It'll make the man run. It'll make him take off and you'll never see him again. Now here you are with this guy and and you're at your breaking point when you created this. You created what you are experiencing right now. This man was never interested in a commitment at this time in his life. And not saying that he was interested in having a commitment even with you. You understand? If he was committed to you, your life would be totally different. He would be providing for you. He would make sure that you're happy. You and your baby. He would not be cheating on you. You would never hear any people saying about him slipping around and cheating with people, or you wouldn't have any of that if he was totally committed to you. He's never been. And he's not interested in marrying you either. I just think it's a bad situation. I think you should let it go. Now, you have free will. And you can decide to go on down that path with him. Go on down that path with him. But I'll tell you one thing, he'll never stop cheating on you. And you said that he's already verbally abusive. With time, that may turn into physical abuse. You understand? Because you kind of pushed him into something he wasn't ready for. Ladies, quit trying to push these men into a commitment. When they're ready, they will commit. But a lot of them just need to grow up. They need time to grow up first before they even know what a commitment is. You see, ladies, we mature faster than men. We always have. You understand? It's probably because we're the one that bear children. So women need to be more mature quick. But men, they want to play the field, number one. Play the field before they decide if they want to commit to one person. And this guy's only in his 30s. He's ready to commit to nobody, baby or not. He's not ready to commit. This guy could run off and marry somebody else and leave you holding your baby. And that has happened a lot. Ladies, I just want you to learn to protect yourself. And don't be so quick to just trying to lock these men down. You understand? What's the hurry? Well, take care of yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on building something for yourself that you can stand on by yourself. No matter, so then you won't be dependent on what a man is going to do for you. Because you can do it for yourself. You understand? This is so important, ladies. So important. And you really need to understand this. And I hope that you understand this message, and I really hope it helps. For those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here it is. Send your questions to MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. That's MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. And keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. For those of you who would prefer me to answer your question through the email, just put it at the top of the letter and I will comply. Okay? Ladies, I hope that you understand this message today. Is he really ready to commit? Is he ready? Ladies, give him a chance to make the commitment. Don't you try to make it. You know, I heard someone say that it's really up to the lady to make the plans to go forward. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. Let him make plans. Why do we need to make all the plans all the time to go forward or to push him to make a commitment? And no. If he is not ready, then pass him by. Pass him by. Somebody else will come along and maybe they're ready. You understand? Do not spend all of your time and energy on someone who is not ready or willing to commit to you. That's the message. Ladies, love yourself. I thank you all for watching this video, and I thank you all for submitting your comments. I thank you for submitting your letters, and I thank those who leave a donation. I appreciate all of you, and I love all of you. I wish you all well, and I really hope to see you next time.